Hey there, my name is Dr. Cassie Reed, and some of you may have met me in the Building Healthy Marriages and Families class, and some of you may have no idea who I am, but I'm the director of the Marriage and Family Therapy program here at the King's University, and I had the opportunity this morning to chat with Dr. Call, and we were just talking a little bit about the dissertation process or the project process, and I wanted to just hop on and send a little video. This isn't scripted. I don't even have a script, but I just felt led to share a little bit about my own dissertation process, as well as just offer a smidge of encouragement to you. So first of all, I remember the process. I got my PhD from Texas Women's University, which is a secular school here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I just remember taking 2 semesters to really pull myself together and to figure out, what am I going to study? What's it going to look like? What's it going to be? And I don't regret those semesters necessarily, but I do remember how daunting the activity felt, how daunting the thought of writing this massive paper. Even though I had written, like yourselves, large papers throughout the course of my doctoral degree, but I just remembered how much I felt burdened, and it just seems so large. And I just want to come on here and say to you right now that one, you can do it. If just plain human to human, you can do it. If I can do it with ADD, unmedicated, and juggling a million things like all of you, you can do it. I know you can. And I know sometimes it might seem like a challenge to just get started, to find some time to sit, or thinking, like for me, I always was like, I need to have an extended amount of time to work on it. And but I just want to say to you, that's not necessarily necessary. Every little bit at a time helps. And we, as people who are walking with you and kind of coordinating your projects, like, we want to help you. We want to walk with you. We want to encourage you. We want this to be a moment. And I think I'm just going to tell you a couple things that people told me. When I started researching, I realized I did my dissertation on self-harm and the effects of family therapy on self-harm, how it was beneficial to have the family in treatment when we were working with people who were self-harming. I know that's kind of a dark subject, but as I was doing that, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I want to publish this. I want this to be something that has my name on it forever. And it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be my legacy kind of coming out of TWU. And the reality is, no, it really wasn't. And not because I didn't want it to be, but because I realized about midway through the process that this really was a process to refine me and to test what I knew and how I could pull it all together, versus an opportunity for me to write my life's work. I have to say, I haven't really necessarily written my life's work yet. I do a lot of things. I've been blessed to be here at TKU and research certain topics, but I found that self-harm is an area that I find myself to be an expert in, but it's not my life's work. The Lord had more for me. He had more that he wanted to do in and through me. And so I just want to say to you, as you're working and refining and thinking about this doesn't have to be the biggest thing with your name on it at the end. I just want to encourage you to take it one day at a time. I'm the type of person that you would meet me, and I'm very extroverted, but as far as ADD, it doesn't hit me like someone bouncing off the walls. It hits me in, if a job feels too big, I will procrastinate, because I feel like it's too daunting for me to take on. And I don't know about you, but I wonder if some of you are feeling that way, that it just feels so much. All those chapters feel like so much. It feels like adding the proper citations and doing it the right way and following the formatting. It just seems like so much. The reality is, it's one page at a time. It's one page at a time. It's one page at a time. And I think the only way, Dr. Hoover, who's a professor here at the King, she said, the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. And I think sometimes we just look at it and think it's just too much and I'm going to quit. And I just want to say to you, don't quit. The Lord has called you in this moment. Don't quit. He's put a plan in place for you. Don't be ABD. There's no shame in that if the Lord's calling you to that, but don't be ABD just because it felt too big. And I am so happy to have any of you reach out to me at my email address. You can find it on the website for TKU. If you just need a word of encouragement, if you just need someone to say, yes, you can, we believe in you. Dr. Call believes in you. Dr. Thompson believes in you. The other professors that you get to encounter here at TKU believe in you. But I just really felt led to say to you, yes, you can. It doesn't have to be your life's work. It's one day at a time. And if you've procrastinated, it's not too late. And honestly, so much of it I think about, and I'll leave you with this last little thought. For me, at least, if I have a big project like that, I feel like it just lives in the back of my head. It just lives here. Like, so I'll wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, but I have to do that. I should be doing that. I should be doing that. And it's just this little nagging thing that's back here, always, always in the back of my head. And I just want to say to you, like, that's probably happening for you, I'd imagine, at least like you're thinking about your dissertation, or you're feeling behind, or you're shaming yourself, or you're beating yourself up. But if you start to put some proactive steps in place, I can assure you that that voice will quiet. And the next thing you know, you're turning in a chapter, and maybe another chapter, and maybe another chapter. So we are here for you. We love you and we support you and we're praying for you. And I just say right now in the name of Jesus that there's life in your bones, and that there's motivation in your step, and that there's ideas in your mind, and your emotions are calm, and your anxiety is calm, and you're just able to write. You're able to sit and you're able to put out what the Lord has put within you. There are people on the other side of this process waiting for you. And I don't say that in the sense to shame you, but I say that in the sense that what you carry and what you're producing and what you're doing at TKU and the time you've invested and spent is not for nothing. It is for this season, in this moment. And we want to see you walk it out in fullness. So until I see you at graduation, feel free to reach out to me. But I'm grateful for all of you, and I look forward to seeing some of you in the next coming weeks.